Warm welcome to anyone joining. Thank you for being here. Get yourself ready with a notebook, pencil, or pen. Whatever you choose to write with is fine. This is math from the void. Math coming at you pretty much out of nowhere. And today we have an SAT problem regarding discounted winter gear. You ever gone to the mountains for snowboarding or skiing? I've gone snowboarding once. I was pretty terrible at it, to be honest. But I go to the mountains a lot. I like to hang out up there. Fresh air, cold. Feels great. Anyways, we have a rental shop that is doing a bit of a discount. And maybe I shouldn't have even given you that preface, because part of the challenge of this problem is carefully reading the problem. You'll notice that it's quite wordy. A lot of words in there. So you're going to have to work with that. Go and give yourself a little bit longer than usual. I think this is, I would say, a bit of a longer problem than normal. So maybe this is one that you would allot at least a minute and a half. Go ahead and take a minute and a half, or even 2.5 minutes if you need to. Give this problem a shot for yourself. Answer the question. Carefully answer the question that they're asking. And then when you're ready, you can unpause the video, go back, see how we did it here. We have some multiple choice options as well, which hopefully will help you a little bit. But as usual, I would like you to do the problem regardless of that. Don't try to just logic the problem. I'm glad if you know how to do that for the test, but for the purpose of these videos, it's really about learning the technique of the math that's behind the solution. All right, let's get started. So during peak snow season in the winter, Powder Pete's rental shop rents both pairs of skis and snowboard. Oops, I misspelled that. It should be snowboards. So this is going to be my X and this is going to be my Y. Rents ski pairs and snowboards to its guests for a flat rate per pair of skis and a flat rate per snowboard. 5 pairs of skis, that would be 5X, and 2 snowboards, that would be 2Y, will cost $370. Okay, 3 pairs of skis, make sure that that's the same variable. Skis, that's X. Skis, that's X. These are things you should sort of do along the way. Plus 4 snowboards, make sure that that's matching up. Snowboards, yeah. 4Y equals $390. Now, during a particularly slow month, Powder Pete decides to discount, that is huge, discount all the rentals by 10%. So what would the cost be of renting 2 pairs of skis and 2 snowboards? So we want to know the cost of 2X plus 2Y, but it's discounted. So we're going to take off 10%. I guess we can say deal with that later. Okay, during this discount period. So we're going to see exactly how much we get out of this. Let's use this system of equations to solve. We will take this entire equation, multiply it by -2, because the y values will now be equal and opposite, and a little mental math, multiply by 2, make it negative. If we add these together now, let's ignore this, we will get -7x, and 0 is equals to -350, which is a nice number to get, because dividing by -7 is super easy. X is going to be equal to 50. And if we know x is equal to 50, we can go back and use this equation, 3x plus 4y. 3x, that's 50, plus 4y equals 390. So we can subtract 150 from both sides, and we get 4y equals 240. Another really nice number, even though it's a 3-digit number, it has a 0 at the end, so it's really just 4 into 24, you know. Here we have 60. So that's the cost of the skis and the snowboards at peak season, during the normal season, normal cost. But 10% of that, right, we're going to subtract 10%. So we're taking off $5. You could also just multiply it by 0.9. And 10% of that, we're taking off $6. So you can call it 54. So if we add those together, that's how much it costs now to get a pair of skis and a snowboard. But we want 2 pairs of skis and 2 snowboards. So we want to multiply this by 2. And that's going to give us 198. So option D. All right. Now, that was a bit of an involved problem because you really have to read the question carefully. And then you have to make sure you're answering 2 pairs and 2 snowboards, 2 pairs of skis and 2 pairs of snowboards, and 2 pairs of skis and 2 snowboards. That is the total inventory that we want. That's the rental list that we want. So we set up a system of equations, solve it for x and y, and you have to be able to pick out those variables x and y. So the things that are going to cost money that are different are the skis and the snowboards. All right, other than that, pretty straightforward problem, but it is time consuming. So I think that's enough blab out of me. Keep practicing. I'll see you next time.